Hello everyone, welcome to the Mandarin classroom. This is Mrs. Zhu. Okay, do you know any customers before Chinese New Year? Let's talk about this lesson. First, sweep the dust on Lunar 24th, 扫尘. Dust is homophonic with chen in Chinese, which means old and past. In this way, sweeping the dust before the Spring Festival means a thorough cleaning of houses to sweep away bad luck in the past year. So Chinese people believe that in order to receive the new luck, you have to swipe the bad luck. All the cleaning has to be done before the end of the New Year's Eve. That's what Chinese people always called 辞旧迎新, saying goodbye to the old and welcoming the new. Next, make tofu on Lunar 25th. Tofu is delicious. Most Chinese love tofu. Tofu can be eaten directly or it can be made into the crispy tofu or tofu soup. Next, shopping on Lunar 27th. Chinese will buy lots of things for Spring Festival as food and clothes, just like Westerner people prepare for the Christmas. We call those 年货 things for spend CNY. 年货 shopping, or simply Chinese New Year shopping, is one of the most traditional holiday preparations and celebrations before Chinese New Year. Pasting paper cards and food on Lunar 29th. After the thorough cleanup, people will paste the paper card decorations on the windows and doors. Paper cards usually with auspicious patterns give a happy and prosperous atmosphere of the festival and express the good wishes of Chinese people looking forward to a good life. It is common for Chinese to paste the character Fu, big and small, on walls, doors, and doorposts around the houses. Fu shows people's yearning toward a good life. Some people even invert the character Fu to signify that blessing has a route, because inverted is a homonym for a route in Chinese. So now let's appreciate the paper card and Fu. Do you think Teresa's method of taking the character Fu is correct? The British media said she had taken it wrong and corrected her, but in fact, Teresa's method is right. As the word upside down is the same pronunciation of coming in China, people always put the character Fu, meaning happiness, upside down on the door in the Spring Festival to claim that happiness is coming. So, do you know the Chinese calligraphy? Now, let's see how to use calligraphy to write Fu. The Chinese calligraphy is very interesting. I hope you like this. Next, pasting Spring Festival colors on Lunar 29th. The spring couplet, also called couplet, and a pair of antithetical phrases, is a special form of literature in China. The spring couplet is composed of two antithetical sentences on both sides of the door and a horizontal scroll bearing an inscription, usually an auspicious phrase about gate. The sentence pasting on the right side of the door is called the first line of the couplet, and the one on the left is the second line. Whether the family is rich or poor, educated or ignorant, everyone must put the spring couplet to symbolize the hopes for the coming new year. In the past, the Chinese usually wrote their own spring couplet with a brush, or ask others to do for them. Well, nowadays, it is common for people to buy the printed spring couplet in the market. Here is a common couplet, 春联, about the coming new year. 冬去山明水秀 Winter is gone, the mountain is clear and the water sparkles. 春来鸟语花香 That means spring comes and the flowers fragrant. The inscription is 大地回春 That means whole earth returns to spring. So many banners also contain or play on words such as 年年有余. When read aloud, sounds like have fish every year. The meaning of this saying actually comes from another homophonetic Chinese character 鱼, which means fish sounds exactly like another character 鱼, that means of abundance. So the banner means abundance throughout the year. Sometimes it is written as abundance 鱼 or sometimes as fish 鱼, usually accompanied by fish around the poster. By fish. Okay, next, 年夜饭 or 团圆饭, the family reunion dinner. The Spring Festival is a time for the Chinese to have family reunion. On Chinese New Year's Eve, we call 除夕, the whole family must sit at a table to eat the New Year's supper together. This meal is usually made from the scratch with the entire family working together, and this meal is usually the most sumptuous meal of the year. In the New Year's supper, it is essential that some dishes contain the family wishes for the new year. The first one is 年糕. That means the New Year's cake. It's very common in southern China. It is made of sticky rice. In Chinese, 年糕 sounds like getting higher year by year. So in Chinese people's mind, the higher you are, the more prosperous your business is. This is 饺子. That means dumplings is very common northern Chinese dish. So Chinese dumplings look like silver ingots. Legend has it that the more dumplings you eat during New Year celebration, the more money you can make in the new year. So when making these dumplings, coins and pennies are usually put into selected field. Those lucky family members that happen to eat those special dumplings are believed to have special good fortune in the upcoming year. So can you make dumplings? Now let's see how dumplings are made.
Chinese New Year is a time for family reunions. On New Year's Eve, family members will sit at a table to enjoy a hearty meal. This meal is usually made from scratch with the entire family working together. On this dinner, one dish that you can never miss is dumplings, 饺子. It's great fun to make and eat 饺子 with family. To make 饺子, we only need 3 steps. Step 1. Make the dough with water and flour. Cover it and let it rest for half an hour. When the dough is resting, we'll make the filling. Cut the trimmed leeks into tiny bits, so does the cabbage. Then mix the ingredients and seasonings in a bowl. Give them a good stir in one direction. Then you've got the hang of the filling. You can always make any filling you like. The key is to cut the ingredients into tiny bits and stir them in the same direction. Step 3 is to fold and form. We'll make wrappers first. Knead the dough until it forms a rolling stick. Cut it into several pieces and press them flat. Roll each piece out into a circle. Lift the wrapper and place a small portion of the filling into the middle of it. Fold it in half and press the top closed. Use thumbs to fold a tiny pleat on each side of jiaozi, then press firmly to seal it closed. Usually a coin is put into one selected jiaozi. Anyone who happens to eat it is believed to have a good fortune in the upcoming year. We can also make jiaozi into different shapes. At last, put jiaozi in boiled water one by one, then they'll be ready in 10 minutes. Hope you will also enjoy jiaozi.
Okay, this is how dumplings are made. Maybe you can share this video with your parents. Many foods have special meanings. Fish is a must as the main course for the New Year's Eve dinner because the Chinese word yu, fish, sounds like yu, meaning abundance. So the fish dish represents wealth and luck. The pronunciation of chicken is similar to the auspicious character ji, so chicken means fortunate. The egg rolls symbolize the wealth for the coming new year because they look like the gold bronze. Shrimp represents happiness because shrimp and love in Mandarin sound similar. So maybe you think it's difficult to make Chinese food. So today we are going to learn a very simple New Year's Eve dish. The name of this dish is 2021真牛. That means 2021 real cow. Stands for awesome. The real cow stands for awesome in China. We all hope that 2021 is a very, very good year. To make this dish, you'll need a boiled egg, orange, carrot, sausage, chocolate sauce, or you have a better idea of your own. Let's take a look. Okay, this is the 2021 the real cow 2021真牛. Yes, have you learned to cook this dish? I think now maybe you will say to your family, I can also cook the Chinese food. It's very, very easy. Now see if you know. Do you know the most welcomed food for the Chinese New Year's Eve dinner? Yes. The first one is 饺子. That means, yeah, dumplings. Number 2, 鱼. That means fish. Yes. Number 3, 鸡. That means chicken. Number 4, 虾. That means shrimp. Number 5, 蛋卷. That means the egg rolls. Yeah. The last one, 年糕. That means the New Year's cake. Yes, well done, everyone. Now next, send firecrackers and fireworks. Yes, lightning firecrackers and fireworks used to be one of the most important customers in the Spring Festival celebration. However, concerning the danger and the negative noises that lightning firecrackers may bring, the government has banned this practice in many major cities. But people in small towns and rural areas still hold to this traditional celebration. Right as the clock strikes 12 o'clock midnight of New Year's Eve, cities and towns are lit up with the glitter from fireworks, and the sound can be deafening. For many Chinese, it is not the same for New Year's celebration without firecrackers. These traditions originated in ancient China, as China is the first invention of the gunpowder as early as the 9th century. It is said that evil spirits and even the legendary monster of Nian attract people in the new year and is afraid of noise. Therefore, ancient Chinese people filled bamboo stems with gunpowder, which would disperse evil spirits and bad luck after the explosion. Another popular traditional belief is that the sound of firecrackers awakens the sleeping dragon, which flies across the sky and brings plenty of rain to the crops. Now let's watch a video. Thomas Afu. He is a German. He has a Chinese wife. They are now living in Shanghai. Let's see how they eat Chinese New Year's Eve dinner.
苏北人的蛋饺自己做的，软，好甜腻，真的好甜腻。鱼，
你晓得是什么东西啊？鱼，你晓得什么东西啊？鱼煮的丸子。
不晓得。
这几年了没这么激动过，我告诉你。
所以我说有没有年味，这个就是心态，对吧？
自己做的呀，自己做的，对吧？这是自己做的呀。
大宝放音乐了，响一点，
小一点。
妈
呀！哇！
大宝来跳两下，你妈妈来跳，快来！
响了，这都是北京。我们要干第2场了。
我知道，我第一次有这样的情况。我们走楼梯吧，6楼。
好走吗？
走楼梯吧，6楼。我们
哇！你们看到了刚刚外面这些人，吓死人了。
没事。
给我。
不冲的，很轻的，你拿着不冲。
来。
不要走楼梯。走。
到了。Hello， 新年快乐！我有很多上海朋友，他们说现在他们最想念的就是放鞭炮，因为安全和环保问题在上海外环内不能放，所以我晚上跟我岳父，我们去外环外去找一些地方有人放鞭炮，我们录一下这个年味儿放鞭炮。我现在去哪里啊？
我们去
顾村公园那边找一找，不知道能不能找到。
You're somewhere I'll go running high, looking for a new start.
看见了。
Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start.
新年快乐！
Okay, through the video, we can feel the festive atmosphere of Chinese New Year. Now, here is a challenge.
Super!
So, can you make your own Chinese New Year's poster? Looking forward to your work. Okay, in this lesson, we learned the preparation for the Chinese New Year, focusing on the couplets, the method of pasting the word fu, what is the New Year's Eve dinner, making dumplings, and how to make the 2021 真牛 2021真牛 dish. I hope you like this. See you next class. Bye bye.